Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm looking at the messages for the year of 2020. So how I'm going to do it, I'm being definitely guided to do more video, like face-to-face collective messages for the months and also for the coming year. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm actually going to do because I know that you love, I want to give you more of an individual message, but I also want to give you a planetary message. I want to give you a collective message for those who are attracted to my videos, those who are subscribers to my channel. And then I'm going to do a pick a card reading so that you can get a more personal reading, okay, about the year ahead. Now, what I've done today is I've actually I've drawn out 4 cards here, and this is in regards to the planetary energy of 2020. And when I started to connect in today, we have Archangel Michael here, but also who popped in was Archangel Metatron, okay? So I feel like he wants to bring through some messages about the collective energy for 2020, and also I had the owl spirit coming in, so which tells me there's a lot of wisdom, a lot of knowledge that can really help you in 2020. Also, as I came outside, because I felt drawn to coming out here in nature, I saw a very big butterfly, and the butterfly was actually black with white spots, which to me is about transformation and change. But being that it was black and white, to me that's telling me that in the year of 2020 on a planetary scale is that things are starting to things are going to be shifted so that they can come back into balance, okay? And definitely, you know, with all change, things take time. It's a process, but we are in the time of that change, and in 2020 there's definitely going to be notices of that change. There's definitely going to be, like, there's going to be tangible physical manifestations of that change on a planetary scale that you're going to see. Now, what they're telling me with these changes, when you're bringing in light to this planet, with all the light, with all the changes of the energetic frequency, what you can see is the polar from that. So what I mean by that is what you can see is the negativity, or what is being shown on the news all the time of, you know, all of the tragedy that may be occurring. But this is part of the change. So whatever's happening on the polar scale of things, it's to bring back, it's to bring in the light, it's to bring in the new. I'm hearing to not to focus too much on what's going on. If you need to, it's a good idea to turn off the TV for a little while if you feel like you're taking on that, because what I'm hearing from spirit is that when you take on that worry, it amplifies that frequency of that heavy energy, of that negativity. Instead, if you focus on keeping yourself balanced, then you send out that balanced frequency out into the collective, okay? So that's just the message I'm hearing. Now, on a planetary scale, along with that change here, we have the card of visualization, okay? So to me, this is, and you can see here that there's a lot of water, and to me it's like the mixed of color. So to me this is like an awakening of people's emotions in 2020, an awakening of the collective vibration of, you know, I can see almost people starting to wake up and say, what am I doing with my life? You know, Spirit's showing me people just all of a sudden going, What am I doing? And this doesn't have to be in the sense of a spiritual awakening of, you know, going through, you know, a big, you know, spiritual awakening where you believe in spirits and, you know, believe in, you know, the other planets and things like that. It doesn't have to be in that way. Some people may not believe in that still, but it doesn't mean that they're not going through a spiritual awakening. It doesn't mean that they're not going through a change within themselves, okay? It just may look different to those who are actually on the, you know, the truth-seeking, the light worker journey, okay? They could be, I can just see them waking up and going, okay, look at my life, like, what am I doing working for this job? Like, I just feel like my energy is depleted. They'll just be thinking, well, I need to make a change here, okay? So I can see people starting to be activated in that way on a planetary scale. I can also see they're showing me in some of the countries where there's more poverty, I can actually see people starting to, instead of ignoring that poverty, I can see changes starting to happen around that as well, particularly around water sources. I feel like in the year of 2020 you're going to see more people putting funds or volunteering or work into organizations around water or working with water. I'm just being shown water here, okay? So there's definitely going to be a change in that way. More people, instead of turning their heads, they're actually going to be feeling like they want to do something to help, especially for those people who are in the countries where this poverty is. They're not going to see things as a, oh, you know, that's just the slum, or that's just, you know, I'm just going to ignore that. It's not for me to worry about. I feel like some people are going to start to go, well, okay, that's not okay. Okay, so it's just little changes that become big changes, and I can see them. That's what's starting to happen in 2020. And this comes along, okay, we've got rebirth here. So that's what I'm talking about, that awakening of something within an individual that then passes through the collective energy, which then amplifies the energy on Earth, okay? I'm also hearing that on the actual Earth, the planet, that, you know, Mother Gaia is actually also going through a rebirth, and she is having upgrades. And I'm also seeing that earthquakes, they're showing me, so there may be earthquakes in 2020, because I'm hearing that there's going to be, with all of the amplified energy, and I'm just hearing that it's going to affect the tectonic plates. That's what I'm hearing, and that's going to cause some earthquakes in 2020. All right, but this is all part of Mother Gaia growing her energy. Okay, and you know, I feel like I'm also hearing that sometimes, you know, things are pulled apart. Well, not sometimes, most of the time, things are pulled apart so that they can come back together. And I'm not talking about that in the earthquake sense, but more so in the sense of on a larger scale, some things need to fall down. Some, you know, corporations I'm hearing that are not doing the right thing are going to come out into light, and that, you know, out of that can be a destruction in the way of the people who work for those places. And, you know, and also I'm hearing the emotions of people who have been deceived, feeling, you know, how they feel about that causes a, you know, disruption in their lives, okay? So, and I lost track of where I was at just before I started on that tangent there about the, you know, the destruction there, the coming down of the, you know, the companies that betraying their customers and things like that. but it's not even just in that scale. I just feel like you're going to be seeing more truth coming out, okay? And anyway, I'll just keep moving forwards because I've lost the track of what I was saying, but we'll just keep moving forwards there. Now we also have this card here, this says psychic development. But I'm feeling with this card here, you can see that the hands are holding this globe here. And I feel like it's almost like a coming together, I feel like you're going to start to see more communities coming together. You're going to see more people pulling together. You're going to see and you're going to hear a lot more about people really giving their time, sharing their resources to other people. You are going to start to see that as well in 2020. And that's because people are becoming, we've got divine wisdom. So on a planetary scale, the energy of 2020 is all about that growth, that learning, to make us wise, to make the planet wise, so that we can all evolve and change. And a lot of this reading to me is about how the energy on a planetary scale is helping us to evolve, and it's helping Gaia to evolve. I am also hearing that I'm actually seeing spirits showing me boardrooms, okay? And they're showing me behind the scenes there are groups of people discussing history, what has worked in the past and what hasn't worked, particularly around war and economics, they're saying. Okay, so there's going to be a focus. Now these groups of people, I feel like I don't feel like it's one particular group, but there's many different groups discussing this, because I feel like in 2020 there's a focus of re-strategizing, coming up with, like, reviewing it and coming up with new ways to become more sustainable, resourceful, and to bring in more economy, more finances, and also with the conversations about history in regards to war, like how can they improve, how can they work towards more harmony instead of causing more disharmony, and looking at how they can change, how they can evolve from that. So I'm not really getting what groups or what organizations this is, but I am getting this message very clearly. So look out for that one. That sounds really good to me. So that's the messages that I'm getting on sorry, I just had to put my cards down. That's the messages I'm getting on the planetary scale. And now I'm just going to have a look at the energetics for 2020 for my subscribers and for all those people who watch my videos, okay? Because we are all on different channels of frequency, so I'm going to get spirit to really channel into a lot of my viewers, to get I get a collective resonance that's going to help you in the year of 2020. Oops. Okay, so I'm back, and so is the big black and white butterfly. It would be beautiful if it comes into view. It's flying around, but I thought that was interesting. I just wanted to pull the cards, so I paused while I was doing that. So let's have a look at your collective 2020 reading. What's going to be happening energetically for you? Oh my gosh, I'm getting chills. So I feel like it's going to be quite a journey for a lot of you in 2020. And you know, with the tingles, I feel like you're being really supported and guided in 2020. There's almost like this, I'm seeing purple energy everywhere, and to me the purple energy is that spiritual growth, that spiritual expansion. So I feel like for a lot of you watching my video that you're going to be going through that that real expansion. But I don't feel like it's not so much just focusing on that inner, but it's about bringing it out. So going from in to out, if you know what I mean. I hope I'm bringing that out okay. And so let's have a look at the cards. We have again Divine Wisdom, which came up for the Planetary collective message. And with the Divine Wisdom here, I feel like also seeing the book that a lot of you might be looking at studying. You might be looking at, you know, reading personal stories that are going to help you, inspire you on your journey. Some of you may actually be going to uni, some of you may be changing your careers, I'm hearing. Some of you may be looking at, interesting, the word retiring is coming up. So I feel like for some of you, someone who's watching this may be retiring in 2020, and you may start looking at what you can do while you're retired, and I feel like it'll be a link to learning of some sort. Some of you may be doing more workshops, okay, more esoteric studies, okay. Definitely I feel like there's more knowledge in 2020, okay. I also see that there is a also you'll be getting more downloads from your higher self in 2020, okay. And this is in regards to completing stages of your life, okay, because I do feel like that we're coming into a real completion right now, and I feel like you're going to be getting the guidance of what you need to bring you forwards, what steps you need to take moving forwards, what study that is going to be helpful for your purpose, or you know what you're here for in 2020. I'm also seeing here inner child. Now I feel like for a lot of you, either you've been doing a lot of inner child work, or in 2020 you will be looking at the inner child, okay. But there's more of a rebirth. I'm actually sensing, guys, here that this is not heavy energy. I actually feel like you will be rebirthing. You will be bringing, you'll be coming out of a time of heaviness, out of a time of reacting from old beliefs and old triggers, and moving into a time of more self-power, more self-nurturing, more self-love, and new patterns of living and being. I'm also seeing for some of you there's going to be more of a focus in 2020 on nutrition, but more so in the sense of what nutrition you need for your body, for who you are, what's going to sustain you, what's going to assist your physical body, okay, and what helps you feel good, okay. So healthy choices, better choices that you feel are right for you. So that's what I'm feeling there. I'm also feeling like there will be a focus as well on health in general. Like I'm seeing exercise, I'm seeing meditation, deep breathing, okay. I feel like this is going to be really good for you in 2020. Yoga, I mean, whatever it is that for you that you enjoy, okay. It could be dancing, could be yoga, could be, but any sort of physical activity, I see you looking at doing that, or you moving towards goals towards that. I also see like that it's going to be, oh, I'm hearing it's going to be really important for you to really meditate as well. And I just want to show you this nurturing card, because as I said, I feel like you're going to be nurturing yourself. Now I'm actually hearing for some of you, you could be having a child, or you could be looking at starting a family in 2020. Okay, I can definitely see for some of you there's lots of celebrations coming up in 2020. I feel like that a lot of the people you know around you that could be having weddings, engagements. Like, I'm just seeing that happening a lot in 2020. I'm also seeing that for some of you, you need to, I don't know, need's not the right way. I feel like in 2020, some of you are going to be playing more. So this word is play down here where my finger is. Play. But I feel like the message for you, I feel like it's more of a guidance message, okay? About being more playful, being in your joy, being in your flow, so that you can bring in what it is that you desire of 2020. I'm also hearing from Spirit to make some intentions for the year ahead. How do you want to feel in 2020? You know, what are some of the goals that you have for yourself? And you know, you don't have to make these big things. Just get into your heart space first, they're saying. That's important. Because sometimes we can get into our head and that can become quite stressful. But come into your heart and just say, okay, how do I want to feel in 2020? What is it I would like to see happen in 2020? What are my intentions for 2020? Okay, and you know, write them down. You know, draw it. You know, paint it. Get it out there, so that you can set that intention for yourself, so you've got something to work towards in 2020, and so that by the end of 2022 you can look and say, okay, look how much I've achieved, look how far I've come. Okay, but don't forget to have fun is what they're saying. Don't forget to enjoy your time. Sometimes we get so caught up in everything we've got to do, all our responsibilities. It's about simplifying your life, I'm hearing. How can you simplify your life in 2020? How can you move yourself away from drama? How can you move into more peace and harmony? Okay? And definitely with the dolphins, like, they're quite harmonious. I don't know if you've ever listened to a meditation video with the dolphin sounds. It's beautiful. And dolphins, you know, they have that playful energy, and they also have that very calming energy. They're very I'm hearing they're very maternal. They're very, I'm hearing like nurturing in a sense. Like, they've got that when they're around, even particularly humans, I'm hearing it's like humans are attracted to them because they put out this vibration of love, this vibration of innocence. Okay, so I feel like if you could bring that. Oh, one of my cards went into the pond. Okay, if I can get that out, I'll have to, actually, I'm going to get it now and go and have a look at that card because it may have a message. One moment. Oh my goodness, I am back, and I fished out the card that had gotten into the water, so I'm going to have to dry it now. But would you believe it says going with the flow? Okay, we've been talking about bringing that peaceful energy in, and again, it's that water card, which is very similar. So definitely a big message, okay, to just go with the flow, relax, allow things to come to you, okay, allow those manifestations to flow into your reality. Don't try and push too hard, and breathe. They're saying deep breathe right in, particularly right into the stomach area, because I feel like for a lot of you, watching you hold a lot of stress in your stomach. Okay, So isn't that beautiful? The same colors. So maybe even in 2020 you could surround yourself with those colors. Okay. Which is, and also when you look at, I love this card and it's all wet. I'll put it in the sun. But yeah. But also with that blue energy, it's about communication as well. So I feel like with the communication and with that, the dolphin energy, you know, being together and being in a community, again, I feel like if you feel like things are a little bit stressful, you're feeling like you just need some time out, perhaps going out and finding a group or a hobby or something that you enjoy doing and doing it with other people can bring a lot of joy, and it actually gives you that opportunity to relax. Because what I'm hearing is sometimes like we're like, oh, we'll get home, I'll relax, but then you get distracted by your TV, you get distracted by your phone, you get distracted by your dogs or cats, distracted by your kids or, you know, your husband, your wife, okay? But when you actually go out and go to a meditation group or go out and go play soccer, okay, whatever it is for you that you enjoy, it gives you that opportunity to just relax and just focus on that and taking your mind off all the worries, all the stress, all the commotion, okay? And allows you to be in your heart space a lot more, okay? So I hope I've covered all of the energy. Let me just check and see if Spirit has anything else to say or anything else to add. I think that's all for you. So what I'm going to do now is do the pick a card readings for you, and that will give you a more personalized collective message for 2020, and we'll have a look at what's coming up and what sort of blessings are on their way in 2020. Now I just want to add, while I'm on this message here, this video, that when I read the energy, the collective energy, I'm reading your energy from where you're at this point in time. If you are doing a lot of healing work, if you are going through a lot of change, your timelines can change. So I can only read your energy from right now, and that's the same as even on a larger scale collective reading. Things can change, things can evolve. So, you know, as a reader, we can only read the energy that, or the forecast of what the energy is at the moment. What are the probabilities moving forwards? So that's how we really do the collective readings. Okay, well, that's how Spirit do them. They say, okay, this is what this energy that's here at the moment, this is what we can see that's probable to happen, okay, through this energy. So I just wanted to add that for some information, and I hope you like this message, and let me know how your pick a card reading goes. And I just want to say to you all, thank you very much for all of your support. It's really inspired me to grow myself, and also to you know, be out there and put my face out on a camera, and I'm really grateful for that. I've grown so much this year, and you've really helped me in that way, so thank you so much, especially all the lovely comments. It helps keep me going. It helps me feel like that I'm doing this work for a reason, that my message is getting out there and that I'm helping someone, because that's what I'm doing this for. I'm doing this work to help the collective, and it's my passion, and I'm really happy to hear when it helps you guys, because that's what I'm doing it for. So I just want to wish you all the best in 2020. Namaste, and I hope you enjoy your pick a card readings that are coming up. Thank you. Hello and welcome to your 2020 forecast pick a card spread. So we have 6 groups here: group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, group 5, and group 6. So please cast your eyes over each card and see which one you keep getting pulled to. Now, please use your intuition and not your mind to pick the card, okay? Because sometimes our mind might take us to the most colourful or to the meaning of the card or something like that. So take a deep breath and just see where you're being pulled and pick that group, and then we'll get started with group 1. Hello group 1, so I've picked your cards. Okay, this is for your love forecast for 2020. So we're going to start with. Okay, so let's just move your card back and we'll turn these over. Okay, so for your love forecast for 2020, I'm seeing here that there's an opportunity for new beginnings in 2020, particularly what I'm hearing more so about intention making in 2020. I'm hearing that for a lot of you, you've been through a separation, or some of you may go through a separation in 2020. Look, when I say this is a general reading, please take what resonates. I just want to say that if you have been sort of going through endings within your relationships in in 2019, then there could be a separation with your partner in 2020. Okay, I'm also seeing here for you around family and relationships in general, that you're going to be looking at forgiving and learning, okay? Because it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So I feel like with these new beginnings, it's more like you're going to be removing, or is that the right word? Let's restructure that word. It's more about forgiving and learning and letting go of the relationships that no longer serve you in 2020, and opening up to those relationships that do serve you, because we have calling in your soulmate. So I see this as you calling in your divine partner, or you calling in the family, the people that you want to surround yourself with, okay? For some of you, I'm seeing that you will start to see particularly people coming towards you, like friends, just unexpected meetings with people, joining with groups, in group settings, and working together with other people, I'm seeing, okay? So forming new friendships, new connections, and they're going to be much more loving, because I feel like for a lot of you in the past, you've had a lot of hurt around family and partnerships and relationships in general, but I feel like you have been really purging a lot, letting go of a lot. And for some of you, I could see that perhaps in the first part of 2020 you could still be letting go and bringing in those intentions that I was saying with this, I was feeling with this beginnings card and what I was hearing from spirit. Okay, now with this listening here, I am feeling like this is about you finally listening to your soul, finally listening to your path. Okay, finally listening to where you're being called to go, what action you're being called to make. And this is in particular to, I'm seeing going to places that you are invited to, that you want to go to, but you may be telling yourself, oh no, I can't do that, or I'm not feeling worthy of that, whatever it is. I'm just seeing a mental pattern going through your mind here in regards to invites and things like that. So for some of you, take action in going out to those places, because this is where you're going to meet people. It could even be to do with actually stepping out there and doing what you love, okay? And you're going to meet the right people through that way. I'm also seeing that for some of you, it's listening to the inner calling of going, okay, you don't need these people in your life. You just, it was only for your learning for this time. It's time to make the intentions and call in the people that in your life that are going to give you the emotional support, the emotional love, that sort of connection that you're wanting, and not the separation, okay? Because a lot of you have experienced separation from people around you, but it's time to connect, and doing so is listening to your soul, connecting with your soul, and your soul will take you in the right direction. It'll assist you with discerning who you should have in your life and who you shouldn't. Listening to your, and I'm hearing you are worthy. Like, I feel like for a lot of you, you have somewhat struggled with worthiness. And I definitely feel like if you can really step into your power and see that you really are worthy of better, and really see that for yourself, you know, I am worthy and I am deserving of the best, you know. With this card here, I'm seeing a fiery climax approaches. I feel like you're coming to a point, okay, and that's that's the energy I'm feeling here with this. You know, the learning, the forgiving, the, you know, the setting new intentions of what you do want, what you don't want, moving into a new energy. I feel like this is what you're wanting, you know, these beautiful relationships. And I feel like it's almost, you're going to hit a point, and it could even come through, because it says answers you need are coming. So there could be a somebody coming in, giving you guidance in some way, and this is just going to be like an aha moment. You're going to go, okay, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm looking after myself, okay? But for some of you, I'm also feeling you're just going to get to like a breaking point, and you're just going to explode. But when I say that, I mean it in a way of, it's almost like this surge of energy just comes right through your body, and it's just like, enough with the crap in my life, enough with the unworthiness, enough with these, you know, crappy people. I'm making a change. And I can really see you, Spirit showing me, I've got this card that's like in the energy oracle, and it's this woman walking outside the gate, and she's walking into the golden abyss, you know, and I can see that for you. It's like you're finally making decisions in 2020, and you're saying, it's enough, I deserve more, and I'm saying goodbye. And I can see you literally walking away. So take this how it resonates in your situation. This could be a romantic partnership, this could be family, this could be friendships, it could be all of the above, okay? But this is leading you into something new. This is leading you to a path of connection, love, worthiness, everything that you deserve coming back to you. You know, I'm seeing that 8 sign, okay, that infinity sign. Thank you. You know, what you've put out there is coming back, because I feel like a lot of you are very generous beings, very loving beings, and you've had to learn some pretty hefty and heavy lessons, but see the blessing in it, I'm hearing, because the blessing here is that you know what you want moving forwards, okay? So unleash yourself, I'm hearing, and move yourself forwards, and really be determined to get to the top of that hill. Spirit showing me a hill, and on top of that hill is this giant chalice, and in that giant chalice is this cup of purity, of water, of infinite abundance and connection with the divine. And be determined to get on the top of that mountain, no matter what gets in your way. You need to have that courage, okay? And I know, and I'm feeling your emotion here. It's been really hard, and you've been through the ringer, okay? You've really been through the ringer with relationships. And but Spirit's saying, do not give up. Just keep moving forwards, and that chalice is waiting for you. That cup of love, that cup of connection, it's waiting for you, and it's not going away. It's not going away. Okay, and I'm hearing that for some of you, I feel like you it's almost like you feeling like, well, maybe I should just give up. Like maybe I should just accept these people or accept this relationship. And I'm hearing Spirit saying to you, what you decide to do is up to you, but know that that chalice on top of the mountain is always waiting for you. Okay, so that's your relationship reading for 2020. Now I'm going to move on to your learning and career. Okay, group 1. Now it's your career and learning for 2020 forecast. Let's have a look. It's your cards. We have protected, surrender, believe in the impossible, and partnership and movement. Again, partnership. And even with the 3 of Cups, I get that sense of coming together and partnership. And also, we're talking about partnership within your relationships and your relationship journey in 2020. Okay, so I can see that in 2020 you are going to be focusing on working with others, okay, collaborating in some way in your career, in your learning, okay. There's a message here of guidance that you are safe and you are protected. So what I feel when I see this card is that you are being called to do something that seems really impossible, something that seems really, that is really out of your comfort zone. It doesn't seem, it is out of your comfort zone. It's something that you visualize for yourself. It's something that you're really wanting. It's a career you're really wanting, or it's a degree that you really want to do. It's a project that you really want to organize. It's a course that you may want to create. It's something that you've been dreaming of, that you want to do, but you're feeling like, oh, can I do this? Like it just feels like it's such a big dream. But I'm getting that it is, and not to worry about family or people that you're supporting, because you are going to be guided. You're going to be supported on your path. You just need to surrender, let any fears go, believe that you can do this and that you can move towards it. Okay, working with others is really going to help. Also, if support comes in for you, don't say no to it, because it's coming in from the divine. So if somebody's saying, hey, I'm happy to mind your kids, accept it. If someone's saying, hey, I have this space for you that you could work in, would you like to use this? Accept it, because these are divine gifts. What I'm hearing from your spirit guides is that it's not always about the finances, because what I'm seeing is that as you take this unfolding path of whatever it is that you're dreaming about, that it's not always the abundance coming in the way of finances. Now, while I say that, they're letting me know that the finances will be there to be able to pay for your bills and things like that. But the real blessings here are going to be in ways that you don't see, and that's in the opportunities, that's in the offers of support from around you. This is all divinely led, so please take that, because that's how the universe is guiding and supporting you. It's how your guides are bringing that in for you, so that as you take this path, you are protected. They're just showing me, like, with every step, I'm seeing, like, I love how my spiritual team bring me messages, but they're showing me, like, every step you're taking steps in the sky, but with every step they place a cloud under your foot. Okay, and this cloud is a solid cloud, and you just keep taking those steps. They're just saying, keep taking those steps, doll. That's what they keep saying. Take those steps, because the next cloud is going to be there to support you. The next opportunity will be there to give you the tools to move forwards, even if it seems like it's impossible, even if it seems like you don't know how you're going to get there. I'm definitely hearing that you will, okay? And just those steps that you need to take, you are supported, okay? So that's the messages I'm getting for you in regards to your career and learning for 2020. Now we're going to move on to opportunities and blessings. I've pre-shuffled all of these groups because it just saves time rather than having you watch me shuffle everything, okay? So let's have a look at your opportunities and blessings, okay, in 2020. I've got quite a few cards here, so just bear with me while I place them all out. Now I shuffle these face down, okay? So I'm seeing them for the first time as you are. I just want to make notice of this, that for a lot of you in 2020, there's a lot of work around your throat chakra, okay? So this is really about you stepping into your truth in 2020. This is going to be the biggest upgrade to your throat chakra for a very long time. So have the courage, okay? Have the courage, I just want to say. You can do it. And, you know, I definitely see lots of fruits coming in for you. Every time that you take your step to step out and you be in your truth, the universe is truly going to guide you. Truly, well and truly, they're saying. It's like you don't even realize, sorry, I thought it stopped. You don't even realize how much you are being supported. You have such a big team around you in spirit that are really nudging you, that are really getting you going, because they're actually showing me that for some of you, you can be a little bit resistant to change, and that's okay, because it can be scary, especially if you're working around that throat chakra. For many lifetimes you may have been in you know, in situations where you have been controlled and been held back and haven't been able to express yourself. So, you know, they understand that, and they're loving you through this, they're guiding you through this, and they're going to keep nudging you just that little bit, and, you know, because they know you can do this, okay? So really listen to your team, listen to those gut feelings, okay? Okay, so let's have a look at your... So you've got here finances and career. So I feel like you have been having a lot of financial and career sort of issues. And I feel like with this card, I feel like 2020 is more about you being more creative, with you finding ways to sustain your life, finding ways to be able to look after yourself, look after your family. I really see you really digging deep, okay, in order to look after yourself. I also see that with, and again, this is just going over the cards now, but I was already channeling that. I felt that your guides were saying that with every step, the abundance comes. Well, that's what I'm feeling. With this card here, it's like every step towards you working towards what it is that you are being called to do, the direction that you're being called in, that the blessing here in 2020 is that cloud is going to be underneath your feet, that abundance, that finances are going to come in, or that opportunity is going to come in. That's the blessings for you in 2020, is that every time you take a step, you will be rewarded for the step that you take. So really keep that in mind whenever you feel stuck, whenever you feel like you're coming against resistance, against fear. Know that as soon as you take that step, that they're going to the universe is really going to reward you and show you that you're going in the right direction. If it doesn't, it's because it's not the right direction, okay? I'm hearing that really loud and clear, okay? Again, we've got protection. You are being protected as you take these steps, okay? Big year for you. Big year for you coming out of your comfort zone, okay? You are good enough. Surrender to the divine, because the divine is taking care of you. You are being really guided. It's almost like Spirit showing me, it's like when a parent holds their newborn and every time their newborn, like they let the newborn go into its crib, and every time that the newborn needs nurturing and needs assistance, the mother or the father will come and hold the baby or give the baby what it needs, you know. So that's the blessing and opportunity. That's the blessing that's coming in for you in 2020, is that you are being looked after in that way. So even if you feel like sometimes it's not there, it is there, and you will see that happening through you taking the steps, okay? I know it's a little bit of work, a little bit of effort that's going to need to be taken on your part, but this is all helping you, and I cannot stress that enough. They're really telling me it's not about the universe trying to make it hard for you in any way. It's just because you, as I said, you're going through this throat chakra opening, okay? And because in previous lifetimes, or even in this lifetime, you've been not living your fullest potential, it has to be sort of nudged out of you. You need to know that you're good enough, and you have to, and it's going to take some work to move into that frequency, because you've been in a frequency that has held you back in so long, okay? You've held yourself back, or others have held you back for so long, that to move into this new frequency, it's just going to take you some work. But you are definitely guided, you are definitely protected. Please hear me there. I feel like this is a message for me as well. Slow and steady, they're saying, okay? Take each step as it comes. You do not have to make a giant leap. It's just one step at a time. You will feel, you're going to feel, every time you make the right step, you're going to feel really, really good within. But you need to settle that nervous system around you, because especially if you have some big fears or some blockages in the way, if you try and jump to right over, you know, I'm saying over here, but you can't see me. Like if you're trying to jump a big distance without first practicing, like, oh, okay, they're showing me like when you do a long jump, if you try to like get the furthest distance on your first go, that's going to be really overwhelming for you, because you haven't had the practice, you haven't taken the steps towards that training, you know. So that's what I'm seeing, you know, whether this is you know, whatever you're working towards in your career or your study or whatever area it is, even if it is like, I'm hearing for someone that you may be trying to start a family, even that could be the taking just the little steps and what you can do in order to create that as well. Yeah, but if you just take small steps, you can see that you're going to get to that end goal, if you know what I mean, and that really settles your nervous system, okay? Definitely expect a lot of unexpected people and also unexpected opportunities popping up. I can see that in the way of, you know, small little wins maybe, or you might just be really lucky in little ways, or you might just find that you turn up to a car park and the best park is there sitting there waiting for you. I can just see little unexpected things like that popping up for you in 2020. And for some of you, I can see people coming back from the past, and I feel like that it's be open to it, because I feel like for these people that are coming back in, they're going to bring in some information, and also I'm hearing for some of you it may also be information regarding your past, or they might tell you something and remind you of something from the past that needs clearing, that needs healing in order for you to move forwards, okay? That's what I'm hearing. Details, details. Now with this card here, I'm actually feeling that this is a bit of guidance to really write down and get clear, especially if you feel like if you get overwhelmed at times. I'm hearing that writing down is going to be a really good way for you to get clear. So journaling. I'm also hearing, remember to, you could even write a gratitude list every day just to keep things in perspective as well. But I'm also hearing that for some of you, there's also going to be opportunities to do some sort of training, but more so not on a, some of you may be doing some big study, but I'm feeling this is like an offside thing, not the main goal, but an offside training or workshops or something that's just going to really put another feather in your cap, I'm seeing. Okay, so really look out for that one. So that's what I'm feeling. Oh, hang on. Yeah, no, that's part of the other pile. Sorry. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing for you in the way of blessings and opportunities in 2020. I hope this resonates for you, and please let me know in the comments below if it does, and like my post. And I look forward to doing more readings for you in the future. Thank you. Hello, group 2. You picked this beautiful card here, the Lovers card. So let's have a look at what is coming in for you in 2020. We're first going to do your love cast. So let's have a look what's coming up for you in love and relationships for 2020. Because the love doesn't always mean romantic love. It can be love for your friends, your family, and things like that. So let's have a look what's going on. Okay, so I can see in 2020 that you are going to be doing a lot of healing around your family, okay? Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I'm actually hearing that for some of you, there's a message here that if you've been having any difficulties with your current partnership, current romantic partnership, I'm hearing spirit guides are actually saying this could be with your friends as well, that it could be you're being triggered right now during or in 2020. My goodness, I'm tripping up on my words. Because it's around the healing of your family. Okay, something's being triggered from your childhood, and it's coming up into your emotional awareness now. And there could be some codependency in your relationships because this pattern comes back from your childhood, okay? I feel like for some of you, you're really wanting to receive more love from your partnerships, from your friendships, okay? And I feel like in your family, growing up, particularly as a child, I don't feel like you got a lot of the attention that you deserved, that you had needed, that your actual, who you are, your love language, what you really wanted to feel from your family. I don't feel like you got that in the way that you would have liked. You didn't get that feeling of love, that feeling of, I feel like for some of you, your parents weren't always at home, or they weren't always there for you emotionally. This could be physically, emotionally, okay, this could be mentally, because I'm actually channeling here from my guides that it's not just one way, because it's different, there's all, there's many people who watch this video, this group, and it could look a different way for each one of you, okay? So just take which one resonates, but there's definitely a feeling here that for some of you, you weren't feeling loved because of your family, okay? Because of the way your parents were with you, okay? And so this is affecting your current relationships, your current friendships, or your current partnership, romantic partnership, okay? Because I feel like you are not getting out of it what you want. You're not feeling the love, and you're not feeling the deep connection. I'm also sensing that some of you are feeling this empty feeling, like this feeling of, you know, why can't they see me? Why don't they understand what I'm saying? Like, why can't I feel whole, you know? And it's because of this family issue. So I feel like in 2020, there's an opportunity for you to really discover this pattern, and you know, really see for yourself how it played out as a child, or even if it's coming into your awareness now with this reading. Look at how you can release that. You could do some writing as well, like how did I feel as a child, and then just start writing what feelings you felt as a child, and you may really discover what was going on for you and how that's affecting your current relationships. Okay, I'm seeing here with the love yourself first. I feel like in 2020 it's a great opportunity for you to concentrate on yourself. Okay, you may even make this as one of your intentions. I'm seeing that for some of you, to really take that time for yourself, to make sure that you're setting boundaries, to make sure you're checking in with yourself. Is this really right for me? You know, you're going to really start looking at setting the tone for yourself. Okay, and I feel like with this healing your family issues, and particularly that situation where you weren't feeling lovable, I feel like once you start to give that love to yourself, you're really going to see things start to change with your relationships, okay? But give it some time and really nurture yourself, because we have here the field of dreams. And I feel like you have some really beautiful dreams and ideas and feelings of how you want your relationships to look like and how you want to feel within those relationships. And I definitely feel that you have that capability of creating that. But I'm hearing from your spirit guides is that it has to start within you, because it will start in you like this, I'm seeing, and then expand outwardly. It radiates outwardly, and then people just start to bring you back in what you've put out. You may be very giving, you may give a lot of love, but you need to give that love to yourself first. You need to set that tone, that respect, that love for yourself in first, and then radiate that respect like it shows, it radiates, it brings that energy out and says to the world, look at that person. He or she respects themselves. He or she really loves themselves. They care about themselves. And then the energy can't help but come back to you. Okay, so that's how I'm seeing it for you. So you're going to be doing, you know, this is going to be coming up for you in 2020. I'm also seeing balance, spirituality, and practicality. Now, what I'm getting with this message here is particularly in regards to your relationships, is that you need to balance your relationships. You need to make sure that what you're giving, you're also receiving. Okay, like I said, you make sure you're giving to yourself, and make sure you're receiving what you put out there, because that's really going to help set the tone in your relationships as well in 2020. There's a real balance here. I'm also hearing that what's a great idea as well is that you spend time with yourself, spend time in your own energy, okay? And then you can balance that out with spending time with your loved ones, okay? That's going to be really important for you, so that you have that inner peace, okay? And that's giving love to yourself as well, having that time for yourself. Now, they're telling me, some of you are going, oh, but I've got so much going on. I've got life stuff, I've got children, I've got so many tasks. And, you know, this is part of our 3D reality. This is part of our lives, and it's in our face. And, you know, Spirit understands that. However, you need to find however it's going to work for you, even if it's just before you step into work, taking a few deep breaths, saying, I'm connecting with my soul right now. Just silence like this. We can do that now. Okay, just coming into silence, taking a few deep breaths. Even if you could just do that a few times in your day, just to really connect with yourself and your own energy, wherever you can, because I do get the sense for some of you here listening are, you know, rather busy. Spending time with water is also going to be really helpful for you, okay? Cleansing your energy with water. So going to the beach and cleansing in the salt water. If you don't have the beach near you, having baths, making the intention in the shower to really cleanse your energy. Because I feel like for some of you, just seeing that there's a lot of old stagnant energy. I'm a healer, so I can see energy. And I can just see that sort of clogging your energy field. So, you know, what's a great idea is, especially if you're moving through and you're doing a lot of healing around old family patterns, you know, how you're bringing in love for yourself and things like that, then you need to keep your energy clear. And how you can do that is by cleansing your energy field, okay? And I see water as being very important for that. They're also telling me to drink lots of water. So pure water, just drink it to really release any old toxins in the body, any stagnant energy, to purify your physical body as well. So that's what I'm seeing for your love cast. Now we're going to go on to your career and learning for 2020. Okay, so career and learning. Let's have a look what's coming up. Heart's desires, counseling. Show the world the real you. Beautiful. There was an aspect of that in group 1 as well. So if you felt drawn to group 1, there may be messages for you there. Release, storm fields. Yes, I can see where this may relate, especially to the relationships, but we're going to focus on the career and learning. Spirit's telling me this may not just be learning in the way of study, but it also could be your, you know, learning in life as well. They just wanted me to let you know that, okay? So I'm seeing here in learning and study is that you are in 2020 looking at or moving towards your heart desires. Sorry about the lighting here, guys. It's the best I can do at the moment. So it says the angels are supporting, guiding and protecting you as your dreams become a reality. So I feel like you're going to be doing some meditation. You're going to be going within and finding what it is that you really want to do, okay? For some of you, I'm actually hearing that you have been doing that in 2019. In 2020, you're going to be spreading your wings and flying and moving towards your heart's desires. For some of you, you may be doing counseling, okay? It says you heal with your kind words, wise advice, and empathic ear. So you may be an intuitive, you may be somebody who does coaching, who's a counselor, who's a support worker, somebody who works with others and helps them moving forwards in their life, and somebody who's a great listener, who's able to hold a space for people. So I see that some of you, that's what you'll be doing in 2020. For some of you, I'm hearing that seeing if you're feeling confused or you're not really sure what it is you want to do, I'm actually hearing for some of you that are really young or just leaving school and moving into your you know, moving into your career and things like that, that you may be unsure about what it is that you really want to do. You may be feeling pulled in different directions because Spirit's showing like puppet strings. And if that's the case, and you may, I mean, this might not just relate to young people, you could be older as well and feeling this way, but I just, Spirit's pointing out that there's some of you watching that are very young and moving into the world, that seeing I was going to say, I don't know why I was going to say financial counseling. Some of you may need that. But counseling in the way of, what do you call it? Sometimes my logic brain's just not switched on when I'm doing these readings. You know, there's counselors that can guide you in the right direction in regards to career, according to your careers counselor. Thank you, Spirit. I couldn't get that word out. Careers counselors. So some of you, that may be really beneficial for you, just to really have somebody that can hold space and you can bounce your thoughts and your ideas off, and they can help you bring you into the direction that you feel. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. With show the world who you are and achieving your goal, I feel like for another group of you here that you are stepping out into your own onto your own creative path, or you could be moving into a role within an organization or company that's relying on you to step up. It's a responsibility. You're taking on a new responsibility in your career. Some of you, this could be your own business, okay? This could be something to do with entrepreneurship as well. So, you know, Spirit's saying here, show the world the real you. It's time for you to come out. It's time for you to show exactly who you are and what it is that you have to bring to the table, okay? And you're very close to achieving your goal, so do not give up. Release any fears, any old... Because I'm seeing here with the butterflies, okay, in the new moon, because she's releasing here, I feel like it's about releasing anything holding you back, anything holding you, any little thoughts, feelings, emotions, any intense emotions that may well up around you not feeling like you can be who you are, or even there may be people who around you that may be telling you, oh, you can't, you know, how can you do this? Like, you should be just getting your regular job, or, you know, just be careful, you know, once you become a manager or something. I don't know how it looks for you. They're just some of the messages I'm hearing, okay? That you just release and let go of that, because that's not going to serve you. You're really close to your goal, so don't give up. Keep moving forwards, okay? Whilst you're doing that, there's a focus here for you in clean energy food, okay? So this is getting your body really purified and healthy. Make sure while you are moving forwards and, you know, clearing your energy field with eating really sustainable, I should say body sustainable foods, like healthy sustainable foods, high energy foods, to help you keep going, okay? Some of you may be working in the area of clean energy. You may be working in supermarkets. You may be working in ordering, processing food. You may be working in the kitchens and you're making people's food. You could have a focus on vegan and healthy eating, and you may be learning more about those you know, organic foods, and there's a word that I'm trying to get here. But anyhow, I can just see some of you may be focused in that area in 2020 and doing learning around that and bringing that into your world, or you could be doing it career-wise as well. I have to take a deep breath, and I'm just looking at heal the ouch. So whatever's gone on, okay, for some of you here, I feel like you could have had some issues in your career. You could have been dealing with people that are not very, you know, bullies that really aren't serving you in any way. You could have been dealing with them in the past, okay? or there could have been people around you who have been sort of pushing you forwards, because I'm hearing that for some of you, some of your life learning up until this point has been pulling you in a direction. Okay, so it's time to heal the ouch with that. So what I mean is, it's time to release and let go of that past. Let go of those people. Doesn't mean forgetting them. It doesn't mean saying whatever anyone's done is all right, but thanking them for what they've done to help you to get to the point that you're at, okay, where you can actually spread your wings and fly. And, you know, just and releasing that energy, releasing any of that hurt that's sitting on your chest, because I'm feeling it on the chest area, releasing that so that you can move forwards. We've also got conscious consumer here. So I feel like for some of you, you could be making clothes, or you could be working around finding companies that, you know, are ethical, okay? And I also am seeing this as a message to really be mindful with the products that you're using and things like that, or you're definitely going to be focused in that way in 2020. I see for a lot of you that you are someone who really wants to make a difference in the world, and that's why you're really opening up these channels of clean energy eating and consumer, you know, conscious consumerism, and, you know, to make a difference and to make a difference in the world. So I'm really seeing that, okay? So believe in what you are offering, believe in what you can do to take that part into 2020, and yeah, that's what I'm seeing for 2020. So yeah, and I guess I'm feeling also, like I was saying with the showing who you really are, if you were drawn to group 1, that may be a really good, there may be a message for you in there as well, because I definitely feel like I was stepping out as well. So don't give up, because you are nearing your goal, okay? So that's the messages I have for you in regards to your career and your learning. Now let's have a look at your opportunities and blessings. Sorry, I know that I kept pausing and jumping there at the end, and it's because, thank you, Spirit, I could feel your energy. So whatever that that energy that's been, I think it was the storm, like what you've been going through, whatever you've been going through, I can feel it in my stomach area. And so Spirit's making me burp that up now, which is what they do to release the energy. So that's why I was like that, just to let you know. It's just how I bring through messages, guys. It's a little bit different to everyone else, but that's how I do it. So opportunities and blessings. We've got a lot of cards here. I hope that you can see them all. I'm still kind of feeling kind of heavy in your stomach. I feel like your focus in 2020 is a lot around your solar plexus energy, okay? Your confidence, okay? Moving out of your comfort zone. There's a change here, okay? There's a metamorphosis happening. There's a spiritual growth here, okay? And you're opening up to newness in your life. This is the blessing. The blessing is that things, where they've come about, where they've come apart, they're going to come back together, and you're going to really feel this momentum moving forwards in 2020, okay? Where in the past things have not worked out, and that's probably why I'm feeling kind of really heavy in the stomach area. It's really hard for me to talk, and it's really hard for me to communicate, and that's the energy I was feeling just before when I was putting the last group away. Really hard to get my words out, really hard to breathe, okay? Hi guys, I'm sorry my video cut out. So, because my battery went flat, so I had to recharge it. So I have to reconnect back in, and what I believe I was going over before it cut out was that I felt like in the past, like especially in 2019, things may not have gone the way that you had imagined, okay, and that you have taken on a lot of responsibility. And I feel like in 2020, you're going to be really taking the opportunity to create better outcomes in your life. I can see you really visualizing, you really taking the time to get clear on what it is what you want and really working with the universe. I can really see that in 2020 you're going to be really blessed with the ability to have clarity and see forwards and see it in a really clear way. Okay, I'm also hearing that for some of you in 2020, you may come up against a situation that doesn't work out the way that you thought, okay? And I feel like that this is because the universe has something much better for you. And I feel like this roadblock, this situation, whatever it is that you come against that is not what you were expecting, I feel like it's really going to really put you, it's going to detour you and put you on a path that's going to be a lot easier, a lot more creative, a lot more sustainable for you moving forwards, okay? I'm also hearing that it's time to clean up the space around you. So before you get into 2020, try and do a clean out of your house, your premises, give away things that no longer fit you, that no longer you don't feel like you really connect with anymore. This could be people, places, situations, and things. So really give your home a really good clearing, and also give yourself an internal clearing. So releasing what no longer serves. I'm hearing also you're being given the opportunity in 2020 to really clear out and remove what no longer serves you, okay? And it's really going to bring you out of a time of stagnancy and out of a time of stillness and into a time of more movement and less resilience and more physical manifestations, okay? I definitely feel like you've been going through completion and that you're moving into a new cycle or new cycles I'm hearing in your life. I'm seeing reconciliation here, so someone from your past could be returning. Okay, this could be a past life relationship. This could be a friendship. It could also be a relationship from the past in this life that could be coming back. Okay, take what resonates for you, but I can definitely see someone from the past coming back, and I can see that you will be getting to know them in a different way. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice past life relationship. So some of you definitely, there's a relationship from a past life coming back in 2020, and you're going to reconciliate and you're going to get to know each other. And I feel like for some of you, this meeting that you have, and I feel like it's going to be an unfoldment. It may not be like really quick like other relationships where you might have just known straight away. And let me get this out right, because it's not like you don't know, it's more like it's an unfoldment. It's not like it's a real big passion and you connect straight away. I see it as you getting to know each other. It's almost like you talk to each other and then you're like, oh yeah, I get that. And it's like it gets deeper and it unravels more and more and more. So I can see that for some of you. I can also see that it's going to be something that's really going to instill something in you. It's going to be like it's going to awaken a part of you that you didn't even realize is there. And we have the Lover's card here, which is a card that you chose. So, you know, this relationship here that's coming in for you is going to be really something that's special, and you're going to feel really understood, and you're going to feel like you're going to understand why the turn of events that have happened or that will happen is really for your highest path, and it's so that you can meet each other. Okay, so just give it time too if things don't move as quickly as you like, because your bond is going to deepen as you get to know each other. Now, with your love reading, we were talking about you learning to love yourself and releasing and healing from the family. So I feel like in the beginning of 2020 that might be your focus, but as you move forwards, that energy is going to allow this reconciliation to come in. So, you know, keep going, doing what you're doing, because it's working. Keep releasing, letting go of all of the old. Keep surrendering and allowing, because this big blessing is coming in. Now, if you're already in a relationship, this could be a special reconciliation with a united soul. You know, this could be a really close friendship. This could be somebody who's going to be like family to you, okay? And it could also be that you are going to have a deepening and a spiritual connection with your partner. You could be learning sides of yourselves that you didn't really realize was there. And that's because you've released a lot of the, I think there was codependency, yes. I just had to look at the cards. There was codependency there, and once you've released that codependency and you've allowed that, as I was talking about before, that attracting that love, that radiating that love outward and having it come back to you, and you'll see that coming back, okay? And it's just going to be, it's almost like if you're in that relationship, you're going to be like discovering things that you never knew, okay? So I can see that is the opportunities and blessings for you. So keep moving forwards, and, you know, let go and surrender and release all of this heavy load that you have. And you can do that by cleaning out, you know, even updating old things around you. If you've got things in your space that are old, and, you know, things that are old can be nice, but I mean just no longer spark joy for you, maybe it's time to really remove that and bring in things that do bring joy, so that you're in the energy of appreciation, you're in the energy of love, you're in the energy of change, you're in the energy of freshness, because that's going to really propel this reconciliation, this renewal of energy, you know, this divine partner, this past life relationship. That's really going to be very, very strong and beautiful bond. So, and as I said, if it's not a romantic relationship, then it's somebody who's coming in that's really going to understand you, okay, and show you the love that you have not seen, okay, because you have been through a lot of hurt, and you have given so much, and it's time for it to come back into balance. It's time for it to come back to you. But as I was saying, your guides are saying, and your soul's saying, that it just keep letting go, keep releasing, keep moving through it all, and it's going to bring you to where you need to be. It's going to bring you to this relationship. It's going to allow you to move forwards much more easily towards your careers and your job opportunities, okay? So, and in every area of your life as well, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for your blessings and your opportunities in 2020. I wish you all the best, group 2, and please let me know in comments if it resonated for you, and please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I look forward to doing more videos. Thank you. Hello, group 3. You chose Princess of Pentacles. So let's have a look first at your love cards. What is happening for love and relationships in 2020? We have children, romantic feelings, express your love, calling in your soulmate, adjustments, work through fears, communication, win-win, wisdom, and flying. Ooh, I'm definitely getting some like mixed feelings here. Like, why is that happening, spirit guides? I feel like a bit of nervous energy, actually. So you could be feeling a little nervous, and it could be to do with somebody who stirred your romantic feelings, okay? You could be feeling like somebody may approach you in 2020 that's really going to stir feelings in you that you did not recognize for a while, for a long time, or a while, or haven't come up for a while, or it could be the first time, okay? So I'm definitely feeling this could make you a little bit nervous, because you may be questioning it. You may be going, okay, what's this? Okay, but Spirit's saying express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Now, if this is somebody that you have a crush on, then, you know, there's an opportunity here for you to really say how you feel, and that's going to make you feel better. Regardless of what the answer is, what the how that other person feels, if you can release that and you can express how you feel, it allows you to release that feeling of, you know, is this going to happen for me? When's this going to happen to me? Does this person really love me? Does this person care about me? Instead of being all torn up and worried about it and mixed up about it, you get to really lay it out on the table and see if that person really does feel for you, okay? This is a general reading, so you know, take what resonates, but that's what I'm feeling, okay? Because I feel like you're wanting your soulmate, you're waiting for your soulmate. I feel like for some of you, this could be your soulmate, okay? And you've been calling them in, you've been waiting for this to happen, okay? For some of you, I can see that there may be children involved in this situation as well, okay? There may be a situation where you or the other person wants to come forward with their expression of love. They want to tell you how they feel, but they're worried about how it's going to affect the children and their family, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing this could also be a third-party situation. Now, I just want to remind you and disclaimer that this is a general reading, and Spirit does bring me through different scenarios for people who are going to be watching. So if something does not fit, don't make it fit, okay? You will know when you hear that something fits for you, okay? But I am seeing that for some of you, this could be a third-party situation, and the other person may be worried about leaving the partner they're with because of children and things like that, okay? But they're definitely thinking about, I feel like this is actually in someone's situation, this is the other party. They're wanting to come to you, but that's what they're worrying about. They're worrying about the children, okay, that are involved. For some of you, there could be, you could be looking at having children, okay, and you could be looking at asking your partner or talking to your partner about you wanting to have children, okay, and you may be a little bit reluctant, a little bit nervous to ask because you're not sure if they're ready, okay, so, and Spirit's saying, you know, express that, let them know that this is what you're wanting, okay. Yeah, work through your fears, because that's what I'm feeling. You're a little bit nervous about it, or the other party's a little bit nervous, okay? But take a chance. Take a chance. If this is a crush, take a chance. And what I'm hearing is that they can only say yes or no, okay? But for some of you, and I will remind you that for some of you, the reason why Spirit's saying it'll only be a yes and no, because we have got a couple of different groups within this group. One, I can see that it's actually your soulmate, but that may not be for everyone, okay? I just have to put that disclaimer in again. So work through your fears, you know, move out of your comfort zone and say how you really feel. If it is regarding you wanting children, let that person know how you feel, okay? Because communication is what's key. You need to have that communication. We've got win-win outcome here. For some of you, there may have been some conflict. There may have been something that's been sitting under the surface that you've been worried about, that you've been, you know, really unsure of how to bring it up, or you may be waiting for the other person to really approach the issue. But what I'm seeing here is that you need to really be clear in 2020 in your relationships. Really speak clearly, speak from the heart. Don't be afraid to step up and say how you feel, to really express yourself. And that's really going to help you really find balance in your relationships in 2020, okay? It's going to really work more in your favor for you to speak up this year, okay? Holding back is the old energy. It's now time to speak up. Oh my God, sorry if I'm sounding a little bit direct here, but that's how I'm getting the message through. Adjustments are required. I feel like that's to do with what I'm saying about you really remembering that communication is going to be really key this year, okay? And we've got here flying and wisdom. So connect in with your higher awareness, your inner knowing, okay? And again, we've got 2 and 2, which is that balance. And, you know, we've got all these books here. So I feel like you really have the knowledge and the knowing, okay? And you can tap into that. If you are getting gut feelings about something, trust those gut feelings, because that's tapping into your inner knowing, your wisdom, your soul, okay? So trust those feelings in 2020, especially around relationships. If there's something, again, if there's something that needs to be said, say it. If you're not happy in a situation, express how you're feeling. Don't hide away, you know. It's time for you to free yourself, okay, and free the relationships, free the energy in relationships, so that nothing is held back, okay? And the same if this is a third party situation, for those of you who resonate with that, perhaps it's time to really communicate about that and bring it out into the light and free yourself in that situation. You know, that could be you know, really saying to this person, you know, if this is what you want to go forwards with, and you need to make a decision, you know, express that to that person, you know, so that you can really bring balance here, okay? I feel like this is also in your friendships as well. If you're not feeling comfortable in certain friendships, I feel like you really need to communicate that as well, okay? So I see you really concentrating on that communication in 2020, and in order to free yourself and bring your relationships back into balance. So that's what I can see for your love and relationships. Now we're going to have a look at your career and learning. Okay, let's have a look at your study and learning, career and learning. Perhaps a lot of you are in group 3, will be doing a lot of study. We see books here and author. Books and author. Sorry if I repeat things. I do that a lot. Sometimes it helps me to channel the information as well, because every time I mention it, the Spirit will channel through different information. Okay, so we've got all those cards out there. The path, peace, you're very close to achieving your goal, show the world the real you. Those 2 cards came up in group 2 as well. There's a lot of that energy with you guys this year. Okay, paying yourself first. Okay, it's a big year of people coming out. Okay, people coming out into the light. Okay, especially a lot of you who watch my videos. Alrighty, so Okay, so for your career and learning, I can see a connection here with books. Okay, I can see a connection with teaching. I can see a connection with writing books. So you may be thinking about writing in some way. It could be blogs, could be an actual physical book. Okay, but I can see you working towards that. It's saying that your life purpose is connected with books. Okay, so you're going to be moving into that in 2020. You're going to be writing a lot more. And they're saying let go of these fears. Let go any fear that's holding you back from your path. It's time to decide what you really want. Make a decision, because once you make a decision, you are going to be fully supported, okay? Show the world the real you. With this, I feel like, and having the letting go, I feel like you need to step out and be comfortable with who you are and with the words that you write, because the words and messages that you have are really important and healing for other people, okay? Or and healing doesn't have to be healing in the sense of spiritual, but it could be, you know, in the way of, it could be you writing a really funny book, and that gives healing in that it makes somebody laugh. You know, it doesn't have to be a spiritual book, is what I mean. You could be writing a novel, a story, and it brings a lot of joy to the person who's reading. So this is part of your life purpose. So whatever way that looks for you, I can see you doing that and stepping into that, okay? But you just make that decision to let go of any fears so that you can move into doing this more freely. I'm also hearing for some of you may be worried about how you can financially, look after yourself while you move towards your hopes and dreams. And what I'm seeing is that to really meditate and connect with yourself, and I feel like it's going to allow you to be able to receive enough finances for you to be able to move towards and move in that direction, okay? For some of you, this could be a course that you're looking into doing, and you may be worried about leaving the job that you have to go and do this course, because it may take a lot of time in study, and it may be challenging to work and do that. But I'm feeling like there is a way here for you to do it, but it's going to take you really digging deep to find that direction. I'm seeing that there could also be somebody around you with a helping hand. They may be able to support you in some way, because Spirit's showing me that. I'm also seeing that there may be a offside to this where you can share your make some money from your writings as you're working on the big project, or as you're studying, okay, or as you're teaching other people. You could also be like, you may be working as a teacher and you may be wanting to expand and grow your finances. I can see that you could make some money by writing or selling books. Some of you may be looking at opening a bookstore or a book cafe or something. I'm seeing that as well. But don't be afraid to show the world the real you. Be yourself, because you're very close to achieving your goal, okay? You just need to get clear so the universe can take you in that direction. Okay, it says exercise to increase your energy and manifestation. The key to manifesting quickly is to have a very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity that you'll look forward to exercising and become its own reward. I feel like with this is to do with you learning to take the time for yourself, learning to take the time to take a walk, to take a breather, to make space for yourself so that you can really connect with your energy, so that you can see the road ahead, so that you can see the way ahead. I can also see some of you may be looking at working in fitness, okay? You may be studying, you may be wanting to write a fitness novel, you may be wanting to write a fitness blog, okay? It's definitely connection to writing here, so just take what resonates. But, you know, with this exercise, some of you could be in that industry, okay? We also have pay yourself first. It says make yourself the most important financial obligation by setting aside a portion of your income every time you are paid. This loving form of self-care ensures that you are saving to invest in your person and your future. So, you know, even if you are one of the people that I was saying who are afraid about their finances while they step to make this decision to do this study, save your money, put some money away so that you have something to fall back on. And I'm hearing that when you do that, it opens the energy so that you feel comfortable. So you're putting out there, I'm abundant, I'm comfortable, I have enough, I'm safe, I'm secure. Where if you have nothing in your bank and you take that step, you're always going to be thinking about it, and whatever you focus on is what you attract. So if you focus on the lack of, you're going to have lack, more lack. So just be aware of that with whatever situation this is involving, that to make sure that you put some money away so you've got that nest egg for yourself, okay? And that can do it as well if you're writing a novel, if you're taking time off work to write a novel, okay? If you're building a creative career, okay? If you're a musician and you're creating music, it's the same thing. Put some money away before you take that time off work to do it, so that you feel secure in that, and so that you can allow the universe to keep supplying to you as you do it, and make money. Because I feel like when you tap into your intuition and you meditate, keep your energy clear and stable, that you will see the ways that you can make money on the side while you're doing your big dream, while you're working towards your big goal, okay? And with this, you're very close. It's not like it's going to be a really I don't feel like it's going to be challenging, okay? It's going to be quite easy for you to manage and achieve, but just decide to make that nest egg for yourself. Decide to, you know, really dedicate your energy in the direction that you're really wanting and not what you're not wanting, okay? So that's what I can see for you in regards to career and learning in 2020. So now we're going to have a look at opportunities and blessings, okay? So opportunities and blessings. Okay, we have trust, chemistry, bring love into the situation, self-love, growth, patience, release, acceptance, sacred pool, and intentions. You're being blessed with manifestation abilities, like you're really going to be in the energy to manifest what you desire. You're being given the opportunity to release this year what any emotions or any patterns that are holding you back, any blockages are going to be released. So that's the blessing, because it's going to allow you to bring more love of self and love into your life, more flow into your life. Okay, I can see you being very attractive this year. I can see you just having a magnetism about you this year, and that's part of that manifestation energy that I'm talking about. And I feel like it's going to allow you to be able to bring in all of these beautiful, like, moments in your life that you're really going to cherish and appreciate, okay? And that's really going to give you the energy of trust. You're going to really trust this year, trust your intuition, trust your, trust your feelings. You're going to accept where you're at, and you're really, you've been through a lot of growth. You've had a lot of growth, and that growth is really going to help you in 2020 to be your best self. So the blessing for you in 2020 is really knowing who you are. It's really being more confident in your abilities, being more accepting of yourself, being more trusting of your intuition, and that's really going to show with people coming into your reality that are really going to be helpful for you in manifesting your hopes and dreams. And you're going to feel really connected to the universe, really super duper connected. So you've got a really good opportunity this year to really set your intentions, make them very clear, make them wise intentions as well, because you do have your manifesting abilities in 2020 are just going to be so good. So make sure that you're clear on your intentions, okay? And make sure that you don't hold on to anything any lack mentalities or anything like that, any blockages, because you don't want to manifest what you don't want. You want to manifest all of the beauty into your life, and I can see you absolutely doing that, especially with this sacred pool here. There's a feeling of peace here with that, there's a feeling of feeling really connected and feeling really just really happy inside, and you could see with the princess, you chose the Princess of Pentacles, and with this too is that sense of growth, okay? And you're looking at how you can bring that growth now, manifesting the things that you desire, so that you can have the kingdom that you want. You can have the sense of stability and a firm foundation in your life, okay? So you are working towards, in 2020, really building that firm foundation in your life. With the Patience card here, I feel like that's more to do with your seeing the bigger, more, like, I'm actually being shown by Spirit that some of you may be wanting to manifest like a certain house or a car or something big, and I can just say, just have patience, because you are moving towards that. It's more so on your bigger manifestations, but definitely you're going to have a very attractive energy. You're going to be bringing the right people towards you, because your energy is just going to be so magnetic in 2020. So that's a blessing and opportunity for you in 2020 to really make the most of that, in order to really set the tone for the years to come, okay? So that's all the messages I have for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please let me know if it resonated below, and like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to doing more videos in the future. Hello to all of you who picked the Six of Swords, this card here. So apologies about the lighting, it's the best I can do at the moment. But let's have a look at what your love forecast is for 2020. We have honeymoon. We have, this could be the one. Beautiful. We have true love. We have peaks of joy. We have one ring circus. Spirit of place. Home. Faith, gratitude, darkness, and you're very close to achieving your goal. Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So group 4, okay. What I can see coming in for love in 2020, I see that there's an opportunity for you to a connection with your true love, your true divine partner, okay? This is a romance of a lifetime, okay? It's saying that this one could be the one. So you will be meeting someone in 2020, and this person is going to really spark your interest. It's going to bring you a lot of joy. You could meet this person whilst you're traveling. You could meet this person while you're on a vacation. You could meet this person when you're, on a boat, okay? You could meet this person. I'm actually hearing for some of you, you may have been having experiences where you've been communicating in some way telepathically with your true love, or you could be having dreams and they've been coming into your dreams. I'm seeing that for some of you. You could be, if they're not physically here in 2020, then I can see that coming in for you. I'm seeing that you will be taking time together. So when you do meet this person, you're going to be traveling with them. You're going to be doing a lot of things together, okay? And you're going to be exploring one another. And this is going to be a really fun time. So just go with the flow and enjoy this. And this is due to you taking leadership in your life, because you're really owning yourself in 2020, and you doing this, you owning yourself, you being truly who you are allows that person to come into your life. Now, if you've already in this relationship, if you've met this person and you've been questioning whether this person's the one, I really feel like in 2020, I feel like that you're going to be shown signs that they are for you. I'm actually hearing for some of you there could be actual proposals in 2020, okay? So a commitment, renewed vows of love. I see that, okay? So it's a special year for you in love. I'm also seeing that you're going to feel at home. I feel like you're going to feel like you're going to feel really safe in your relationships. You're going to feel really grateful. The energy is just going to be really happy for you. It's going to be a lot lighter for you. You're just going to feel like it's like you're going to have a renewal of faith this year in regards to your relationships, in regards to love, okay? And I'm also hearing that the attitude of gratitude helps this romance open up more as well, okay? With the darkness card here, I feel like, because it says you're very close to achieving your goal, some of you who are dreaming about this true love, I can see that you may be starting to lose a little faith, and you may be wondering, when is this going to happen? And Spirit's saying just you're very close to them coming in. Don't give up. Just keep the faith. Keep up the gratitude, keep finding joy, keep taking leadership in your life, and this partnership will come in. So we've had a few different varying energies here within this reading, so please take which one resonates with you. But that's the love reading that I'm seeing. I'm just going to ask Spirit before we go, because it's mainly romantic reading here. Let's have a look at what your relationships in general are going to be like. Now, feeling like your relationships in general are going to be very grounded, okay? And I feel like you're going to be having a lot of communication with your friends, with your family. I'm seeing that you're going to be, communicating a lot and spending a lot of time talking. I'm just seeing talking on the phone a lot. I'm seeing that you are going to be experiencing a beautiful time with your friends as well. I'm also seeing that you will be feeling really comfortable. So not only with this, and that's why you're opening up to this love, to this true love. I feel like it's emanating in all areas of your life, and that's why you're feeling really good with your friendships right now and feeling really good in the romantic sense and what you're bringing in. So it's a really beautiful year for you for relationships in general. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that. So now let's go ahead and look at your career and learning. Okay, so I have your cards here. We've got wishing well, beautiful. We've got detox your friendships. The energy is gaining momentum, books. Infinite abundance, body work, practice, travel, beautiful, sovereignty, assessing, and the void. Okay. So just going to connect in with this energy here. I feel like you're learning in 2020 how to bring abundance in. I feel like you're going to be learning about allowing. You're going to be learning about focusing as well on what it is that is your goal in regards to your career. I feel like it's really about you not allowing the distractions in your life. I feel like for some of you, there may be toxic friendships that are really trying to derail you, or people around you trying to derail you. But stay focused. This is going to be a little bit of a learning around that in 2020. But if you can really stay focused and keep an abundance mindset, I really feel like you're going to be supported. There's going to be a change financially, I'm seeing, for a lot of you. I'm seeing for a lot of you also that you're going to need to practice your craft, that you're going to need to, if there's some sort of promotion that you're wanting, if there is a certain level of achievement that you're after, if you're wanting to gain more, business opportunities, I'm seeing that you're going to really need to put yourself out there, or you're really going to need to practice just to polish your skills and to really fine tune. But again, I'm hearing again, fine tuning your flow of energy and not allowing yourself to be distracted, because that's where you're going to bring in that abundance. Is very much a focus on abundance in 2020. Okay, and then we've got this body work card. It says your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So you could be looking at doing any of those. And if you're not working towards that sort of career, it could be a message that in 2020 that you will be, maybe you need to get some more massages, some more self-care, maybe you need to do some exercise to allow yourself to really keep your mind clear so that you can focus on the career, you can focus on your goals, okay, so that you're not focused on the, I feel like with this void card here, I feel like sometimes you may feel like things are just not moving forwards, but I'm seeing that if you focus here, and I just keep hearing that word, it's going to really help you to see things clearly. It's not going to feel so, shut off or closed down. You are, this here, whenever I see this sovereignty card, and I just saw 11, but it's actually 41. Interesting. I feel like it's an 11 energy. That's why I feel like it's about you standing up for who you are. I feel like it's you claiming what's rightfully yours and you focusing your energy on your kingdom and not allowing anyone else to get in your way. Apologies about the dog in the background. I'm also seeing for some of you, you'll be traveling or you'll be planning travel, okay? And I see that for some of you also, there's a relationship with books here. I see you researching places, researching courses. I see you learning more about the field that you want to work in. For some of you, I can see that you will be taking the time to write down what it is that you really enjoy doing. I see you making a plan for your future as well. This is really going to help you as well, I'm hearing, in directing that energy into the direction that you're really wanting. And it goes alongside with the assessing here, the, you know, really getting clear and writing down your goals and having them up somewhere so that you can really be reminded of that. Remember, I'm hearing, this is the message I'm channeling through, is to remember to keep your mind clear and your mind focused. That's the message that my spirit guides are really wanting you to hear for 2020. So that's the messages I have for you for 2020 in regards to your career and learning. Now let's have a look at what opportunities and blessings are coming in for you. Okay, so the opportunities and blessings coming in for you. We've got let go of guilt. We've got magic stream. We've got sacred pool. Oh my goodness, guys, that's beautiful energy. We've got calling in your soulmate. Now we're talking about your true love in your love part of the reading. Stay optimistic about your love life. We've got let your friends help you. We've got protection. We have attraction, we have beginnings, expect a powerful change, a fiery climax, and emotions are running high. Okay. Something big's coming for you. I definitely feel that. This isn't small energy, guys. This is big energy. Really big, transformative energy for you. You're going to have, there's just going to be a lot of opportunity here for you to grow, to change, to manifest, to, there's just some big change. Like, I feel like it's not just, you know, and you know, when you say that, you think, oh, there's always going to be change, but I just feel like there's some major shift in your life. That's what I'm feeling, is a big shift. And it's a shift in perspective. It's a shift in a way of being. It's a shift in, you know, in all areas of, you know, it's like, how can I explain it? An energetic shift. And it's going to play out in all aspects of your life, okay? You've been going through a lot of emotions. You have been going through a lot of purging, a lot of releasing, and you're going to get to this point where you're going to feel really determined to move forwards, okay? I had something similar in one of the earlier groups, but I definitely feel like for you, you're going to be feeling this surge of energy to push forwards, and you're going to have this powerful change. That's what I was feeling, like this. It's not something small. It's something you've been, well, there's something that's got a lot of weight behind it, okay? It's something that you've been really wanting, okay? And it's going to blast through and create this new beginning in your life, okay? You are attracting that, and it's, you have been in like a, I feel like you've been sort of hiding away a little bit, and you've been nurturing yourself in 2019, and coming 2020, it's like your world's going to be rocked, guys. I'm excited because it just seems to me it's like a real revelation for you, and you're just going to see a side of you that you didn't know you existed, okay? I've seen that for so many people, but for you, it's just this major shift. I can see you in 2020 spending a lot more time with your friends, okay? You're going to be making a lot of connections with your friends, and it's going to be really, really loving relationships in your life. I'm also seeing that in 2020 you'll be releasing a lot of guilt. You won't be feeling guilty. In the past, you've been feeling like, you know, you shouldn't receive everything. I feel like there's something around you feeling like you shouldn't want something bigger than yourself, because you have this really generous heart and you want to see everybody have equal. So I feel like part of you sort of held off or felt guilty about wanting more, and it's sort of like held you back in a way. But you're going to move out of that energy. You're going to see that you are worthy of it, and that you've done you have done so much releasing and work to get there. You're going to really believe in yourself, and you're going to know that. And if you're still questioning that, guys, I'm going to say that you knowing what you know, and you going through this shift, and you bringing in what you are deserving of, you're going to be able to share that. Your cup is going to be overflowing, and you're going to be feeling so good that you're going to share that with with everyone, I say all the world, because it'll filter out. You know, you'll be smiling down the road, and make the people seeing your smile feel good, and they'll smile, just spread, and you'll have the finances to be able to do the things that make you feel, which in turn makes your family and friends feel good, because you'll be able to be generous in making dinners and doing things. Like, it's just so much that you can give when you've got the tools to give. And this is what this is going to allow. So do not feel guilty. You are deserving of this. You deserve every bit of it. So don't allow that to creep in, guys, because it's you are deserving. But that's part of the shift, is you seeing that. Okay, this, you know, this magic stream, this sacred pool. I mean, you've got two really, really, really beautiful cards here. Look at this water flowing. The stream is flowing. It's pure. It's innocent. It's healing. Healing's coming into your life. Pure healing in 2020. This peace, this serenity, you know, this real wisdom, this real feeling of contentment, wishes coming true, okay? With the sacred pool, you're going to feel really connected. I see love here as well. And, you know, as we said in your love reading, true love, you called in your soulmate, you're bringing them in. You know, as I said, you're definitely connected with them, whether it's physically or spiritually. You are absolutely connected with them, okay? And I can see that 2020, you're just bringing that in really, really easily. So stay optimistic. Don't give up hope if it hasn't come in already. I know for some of you it definitely will come in. Some of you here, you may be feeling, when is it coming? Where is it in 2020? Don't give up if that's happening, because you're definitely connecting in the spiritual realms, and it's being worked out, and it's being organized with spirit to bring you together. But you need to have your energy in alignment for that to happen. And you know, this is why we've got this guidance here. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So don't give up the faith that it's not coming. Keep the faith, okay? And I know that can be hard when you've been waiting for so long, and you've been doing so much work, and you know, you've been going through this major shift in your life, and so many things have been changing. Focus on the beautiful people that are coming into your life, that are supporting you, the friends around you that are really loving you, guiding you, helping you. They've got guidance to give you. They're helping you. Listen to what they've got to say as well, because you're going to get some guidance that way from the divine. But really, really, really positive here, guys. And I just want to say well done and all the best, because I feel like 2020 is going to be a really magical year for you. So thank you very much for watching. If you felt this resonated, please let me know down below and like my post. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I look forward to doing more videos in the future. Thank you very much. Hello to my beautiful group 5. You chose this beautiful card here, which is the Strength cards. So let's have a look at what your 2020 forecast is. First of all, we're going to have a look at love and relationships for 2020. Okay, group 4, group 5, sorry. Let's have a look at your love reading. So we have children, very soon, deception, retreat, details, moonlight, trust, your commitment is being tested, and communication is key. Okay, so straight away I can see that for some of you there may be some relationship challenges in 2020. This could be within your partnerships or within your friendships or within family. Okay, it's a general reading, so I don't always get specific. But you're going to need to use your communication to really talk about how you feel. For some of you may need to disconnect from those people. You may need to just take some time apart if things are really being tested, especially on the relationship front or people that you are specifically living with. So if this is your romantic partner that you live with, you may need to just take some time or find some space to really reflect on how you feel, so that you can come back to the relationship with a much more with a much more clearer energy and be able to express exactly what you feel. I feel like some of you, there may be, we have deception here. I don't feel like this is deception in the way of betrayal in any way. I just feel like that the both of you, or whoever the other party is that you're having these where you're being tested within the relationship, where you're having conflict in the relationship, I'm just seeing it as you both are sort of running on ego a little bit, or one of you is running on ego, that you're having this drama happening, this situation's going on. It may have been going on for a little while, because I'm actually seeing Spirit showing me that for some of you it's something that's been going on for a little while. It's not just something that's just happening overnight. So if that's not your situation, this is not for you. But this is particularly for those watching that have had something going on, and it may have started off like even a couple of years ago, I'm hearing, but it's just sort of built up and built up and built up, and it's just got to the point where it's not coming from the heart, it's just coming from the inner child, it's just coming from the ego, and when it gets to that stage, it's really hard to see clearly. It's really hard to get the other person to understand your point of view, or for them to understand your point of view, because you're sort of locked on the way that you feel. Okay, so I feel like in that circumstance, guys, this just taking time out from your partner, it doesn't mean you have to split up. It just means that if you just go to other ends of the house to really take some deep breaths, or take a trip away on a retreat or a holiday. You could do that separately to really regather your energy and come back with a clearer mind, or you both could go on a retreat together, a trip together, to really get back to basics, get back to your relationship, to the real true heart of your relationship. I feel like for some of you, if you go away together, I'm hearing it's going to be a really great opportunity for you to reignite some passion, really give you the space to communicate, because while you're at home and you're in your everyday life, not only do you have whatever problems are going on within your relationship, you're also having the problems that are going on around you, and that just amplifies the emotional energy for the both of you. Okay, so that taking some time away is really going to help. You may even need to strategize with your partner and come up with, okay, how are we going to move forwards here? How do you want the relationship to look? And ask yourself, how do you ask your partner, and get them to ask you, and really come up with a common goal of how you want to step forwards. Getting out into nature as well, I'm hearing, like even if you just go for a picnic together, sit down and have a chat in the nature, because I do feel like that brings you right back into your heart energy, into your soul energy, and it allows you to understand things at a much deeper understanding than when you're at home and you're in that chaos, I'm hearing. Okay, so that's going to really allow you to drop into the heart space. Okay, For some of you, I'm hearing that it's you may be looking at having children, okay, and we've got very soon. So some of you may be falling pregnant in 2020, or you may be giving birth in 2020, or you might be talking about having children, okay. There may be some things for some of you that you need to just clear up before the children come in. I'm hearing for some of you watching that you may be trying to conceive a child, okay, but because of what's happening here, Spirit just wants you to clear things up before you bring this child in, okay? So really take that time to heal the relationship so that you can bring these children into a beautiful environment, into a real stability where you guys are feeling good about each other, okay? Especially if you're having some trouble conceiving as well. I'm hearing that this can cause extra stress on the relationship. So if that's the case, really taking some time to really meditate, taking some time just to sit alone and breathe and feel your own energy for a bit. Or, you know, like I was saying, going on a trip. But I'm getting a few different energies here, guys. So I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. But I am channeling just some different scenarios that Spirit's bringing in. So please just, you know, don't try and make something fit. If you'll know if this is in relation to your situation, okay. I'm just going to see if there's any other messages here. Yeah, we've got trust here. So Spirit's saying just trust that this situation will be resolved, okay? You know, and with that moonlight, you know, I feel like there may be a little bit of sadness here, especially because of the conflict, okay? And if this is conflict in regards to your family or friendships, you know, it's the same thing. The same thing goes. It's about taking time out from that relationship to really come into your heart space and decide what's best for you, okay? But I can see that just to trust that everything's going to work out for you and everything's going to be fine, okay? I'm just going to get another card here in relation to your relationships. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, the card dropped down on the floor. Just give me a moment. But I can read it already. It says, hold your vision, okay? It says, hold your vision. So I said to, you know, Spirit, how can you heal this situation? Hold your vision on how you want them to be. Remember to drop into your heart as well, okay? And that can be really hard when there's a lot of emotional charge, okay? But just keeping, you know, imagine the best case scenario for yourself as well, okay? Imagine how you want that relationship to look, okay? You could even do some manifesting around this relationship. And what I'm hearing a good way to do too is to write everything that you love about the person, okay? You can even, they're even saying you could even write everything you don't like the person, but release it. You don't have to send it to them or anything, but just like burn that energy away and then focus on everything that you love about the person. Now, this card popped out, past life relationship. I feel like this scenario that's happening, it's coming from a past life. So it's an energy from a past life that's come in now. And what Spirit's saying, it's just something that needs to be resolved now, so that you can clear that patterning, clear that energy. Because I'm seeing that, you know, the both of you, or, you know, and whoever this relates to, if this is your family, I can see it resolving. It's just going to take you both to get into your heart, okay? And taking the time to really get into your own energy, okay? They're also saying express your love here, okay? So I feel like you need to express your feelings about the person, or as I said, what Spirit was saying before, write down everything that you love about them. That gets you back into the love energy instead of keeping in that energy of what's happening that you don't like about that person, okay? It just switches the energy up, okay, and brings in more healing. You could even if you go away together on a retreat or go for a picnic, you could even discuss what it is that you love about each other, just to really get that energy in. I'm also hearing, you know, especially if this is romantic relationship, that, you know, getting back into the joys, you know, go on some dates and do things that like a play together. You know, a lot of the time when we first meet someone, we do a lot of play, we do a lot of adventure, but sometimes we just get caught up in the everyday life and we forget about having fun. We get so serious, and what we once loved about somebody we start to find annoying. So it's about getting back into that joy, into that playful energy, so that then you can find a common ground again and express your love for each other and reignite a new passion together, okay? So just hang in there, and I feel like if you really take on board this guidance, I feel like it's really going to help you. But definitely in relationships in general, there's a lot of learning around communication for this year, okay? So just remember to say what you feel, all right? So that's your love reading for 2020, and now we're going to move on to your career and learning for 2020. Okay, let's have a look at your messages for your career and learning. Interesting, guys. I can see that already that some of you may be learning to become school teachers, working with children. I've got a lot of cards here, so if you can't see them, I'll bring them in. I'm actually going to pop them ones aside for now, and then I'm gonna pop these ones in, okay? So I'm seeing for you that, yeah, a lot of you be working with children or looking at working with children. Some of you may be studying to become a teacher, become childcare workers, to become, you know, something to do in the industry of working. Some of you may be looking at becoming child counsellors. You may be working in the arts. But definitely there's a focus around children. Some of you may be looking at doing you know, doing some sort of homeschooling even, okay, or doing some healing, being a child healer, okay? But you're looking at changing your career and moving in that direction, okay? It's going to require some strength, they're saying, okay? So I feel like whatever, you're trying to make a decision around this change, for whatever reason, you may have some fears or just some, you know, lack of clarity around whether it's the right step for you and things like that. It's going to take some strength. You may even have to try and, you know, fit this study or whatever, this project, or, you know, there's something that you're trying to fit into your life, okay? Or you're trying to find how you can do this study while you have a family, okay? That's the sort of scenarios I'm seeing here, definitely with the strength card, okay? But you're being encouraged. You're encouraged to take this path because this path is for you. Now, if you are looking at this and going, this is not my path, this reading isn't for you, okay? But I'm definitely seeing for a lot of you, it's in regards to children, teaching, you know, it's definitely a path with working with kids, and you're being encouraged because this is the path for you, okay? So whatever it is, whatever obstacles are in your way, whatever, you know, distractions in life are happening, just keep moving forwards, keep focused on what it is that your priorities and what it is that you need to do moving forwards in order to attain those goals, okay? We're we've got here, God is your source, and I'm being led to read the actual message on the card, and it says, everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorways to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So there could be some financial concerns about moving in that career direction, okay? But that you're really being encouraged here to take the steps towards what it is that you want to do, because you definitely are you are on the right track. Now, if it is not to do with children, this could be some sort of learning that you're wanting to do, or just a general career change, and you may be a little bit worried about making that career change because of finances. You might be thinking, oh goodness, if I take this step, how am I going to look after my family? Okay, that could be what is representing for you. And in that case, you're still being encouraged, like things are going to come back together. Okay, you may feel like, oh my goodness, how is this all going to fit in? How am I going to make this happen? Okay, this is just what I'm hearing you guys saying in your head, but it is going to happen. I just see all positivity here. It is going to take some work, okay? Definitely going to take some work, taking some faith. It's definitely, you're going to have to focus on your goal, focus on what it is and the steps you need to take to get to your career, your learning goals, okay? But with this abundance card, you got 2 abundance cards. You know, Spirit couldn't make it clearer that this is a really good decision for you, and that it's going to bring in a lot of abundance. And you know, not just financial abundance, guys, you're going to have emotional abundance. You're going to just feel so content. So this is a really good choice for you, this career change, this change in study that you're deciding on. So really just keep focused on that, and know that you are being encouraged and supported. For some of you may have somebody around you physically who's, supporting you and saying, hey, you can do this, and that's going to be really helpful for you. So I'm hearing for some of you may actually have somebody who in 2020 is like, just really pushing you a little bit, going, come on, do this, and I feel like they're doing this in a really loving way because they can see your potential. Okay, that's not going to be for everyone, but I'm definitely hearing that message, guys. And so we've got here, you and your loved ones are safe. So this definitely taps into that feeling of, for those of you who have family or children, and you're worried about whether this career change or this study is going to affect your family and whether you're going to be able to protect and look after your family. But this is saying that everything's going to work out. Sometimes our fears make things larger than what they are. Sometimes we are tapping into our past scenarios, which aren't always what's going to happen in the future. It's your past is your past. It's not your future, guys. I understand this because it's, even I'm going through this as well. So it's about reminding yourself that you are not your past. You are you now, and you are creating your future. Okay, that's a little message for myself as well. It's time to take action. Goodness, I'm seeing so much take action, guys, in these readings. It's time to take action towards your dreams, towards this study, towards this career, okay? Because it's right for you, okay? It's going to bring you that abundance in life. And abundance is not always about finances. It's just feeling, having everything at your fingertips, emotions, feeling mental clarity, connected with people around you and the universe and nature, and feeling abundant, feeling like you're content, and feeling like, I don't need anything else because I'm feeling so good inside. I think that's something we all really want. We sometimes all grasp at thinking that the finances or the material things are going to give us what we need, but what we really need is just to feel connected with everything around us. And you're definitely going to feel that once you start to move into this area, because I definitely feel like this is part of your purpose. So that's the messages I have in regards to your career. I wish you all the best. Oh, hang on, I better not finish because we haven't done your blessings and opportunities. So that's coming up next. Okay, so for your opportunities and blessings, we have stacks of cards here. I feel like you especially with this strength card that you've picked, I feel like it's going to be a relatively big year for you, okay? So let's have a look at what comes up. We have spirit of place, we have home, We have wishing well. Oh my goodness, that I just feel a sense of ease with these 3 cards straight away off the bat. A sense of ease. We've got donations, tithering, and charitable work. We've got let your friends help you. We've got give your relationship a chance, make the effort, engagement, trust, forgiving and learning, and releasing your ex. Ooh, big healing here, guys. Realizations, growth, hunger, have faith in your dreams, a fiery climax approaches, expect powerful change, you and your loved ones are safe, and you are good enough. When I was like shuffling these cards, and there was just so much clumps jumping out, and I'm like, all I could hear was transformation, you know, and this goes hand in hand with that strength card. But this is really positive transformation, guys, because it's going to take you to take action. It's going to take steps with the strength, but you have that strength within you. You are divine and you have that strength. Call upon that strength whenever you need it, because my goodness, you are going through a huge shift and change, and it's a big year for you. Okay, so let's tap in further, guys. First of all, I want to say, because this is jumping out to me so strongly, this has come through a few of my readings, you are good enough. Straight away, up the bat, whatever it is, opportunities that come up, blessings that come up, whatever it is, you are good enough. You can do this. Do not say no. Do not say no is all I'm hearing. Do not say no. Your guides are funny. Your guides are really funny. I reckon like, it's so funny. I reckon every time I do a pick a card reading, there's one group, and it must be like the same, similar people that pick the same group. The energy is really like high vibe, and really like has got like a playfulness to it. So like, I love your spirit, guys. Love your spirit. Love your spirit, guides. Love you. Okay, refocusing. Oh my god, I can't stop laughing. I'm so sorry. Okay, refocusing. Maybe sometimes you are like to play and get a bit distracted in that way. Let me know in comments if you do, because I'm definitely picking up on that energy. Okay, let's just focus. All right, so definitely this energy up here, definitely feeling really, really calm, really good. You know, and this is the wishing well here, like, you know, look at that. You are creating this wishing well. It's your dreams. It's your dreams, you know. You're going to feel so content. You are going to feel like, you know, everything's coming together for you, okay? But, hate the buts. However, I'm going to say, however, there's just, I'm just going to move these out of the way just for a tick. We have here forgiving and learning and releasing your ex. So in 2020, you are saying goodbye to the energies of the past. See you later. Toodaloo. Thank you for your experience. Thank you very much. I learned a lot from you, but I'm ready to let you go now. I'm ready to say goodbye. I love you. Thank you. Goodbye, toodaloo, because you've got bigger and better things. Bigger and better things. So trust that everything's going to work out for you, okay? Now, I'm jumping a bit because I'm so excited, guys. We've got donations and charitable work, and let your friends help you. I feel like you're going to have the opportunity. If there's something that you're doing that's very charitable, that's giving to others in some way, if there's some project, if you've got a YouTube channel, something creative, or even if you're just doing something, you're trying to build something in your life, and your friends are giving you, want to give you, I should say, help, or people in the community are saying, hey, how can I help you? Don't say no. Don't say no, it's okay. I'm all right, I've got this, because you feel really like, I don't want to put anybody out, because I know I get in that energy sometimes myself. Thank you. yes, I really do need that help, and that would be, I'd really appreciative. This vision I have, it's amazing, and I believe in myself, and I'm good enough, and I believe that everything that I'm doing is for the highest good. And yes, I will rally all the people that I need to, in order to expand this energy, to expand this project, to expand this work that I'm doing, to bring in change in the world, okay? To bring in change, all right? Because just make that effort to make that change, okay? I'm also hearing, for those of you who are in the love part of the reading, we're talking about that little bit of hiccups there. I can see that if you really make the effort with this relationship and give it a chance, okay, there's a possibility here of a really strong commitment, okay, a strong commitment or an engagement. So just trust that that's going to work out, and put the work in for that, okay? You're going to have really big realizations. You're going to really see things clearly in 2020. It's really going to take you on a beautiful path, okay? So this hunger card, to me, it's like getting in touch with that passion, that drive, that, you know what, I can do this. And it's leadership. I feel like a sense of leadership with you. Take on that leadership. Allow people to assist you on your path of your good. You know, you're doing something really good here. So allow others to follow you, help you, assist you, so that it assists everybody on the greater path. I mean, you know, without, how can you have an empire without having, you know, people serving, you know, without having, how can a king and queen be that without their helpers? You know, that's the sort of thing that I'm channeling. So let's have a look here. You and your loved ones are safe. Again, you had this message in your career, very career focused this year. Family and career, definitely. And I know that's mostly what people focus on, but there's definitely an element here of you stepping up, you being in your strength, you taking leadership, okay? So that's a big deal. Yes, growth, okay? You're growing, you're expanding, you're evolving, you're definitely making big changes. Again, we've got 5, which is change, okay? Expect a powerful change. Look at that, a big powerful change, okay? The eclipses energies are strong, you know, so have a look around any eclipses that are going on in 2020. This could be when big powerful changes come through for you, as well as what I'm channeling. But just on general, 2020 is a really big year. A fiery climax approaches. I feel like this is where you're just going to take charge and fire forwards. Like when I think of an Aries, I think of my brother, because he's an Aries, and you know what, with some things he just gets like, I'm gonna do that, and he just does it. He doesn't overthink it. He doesn't put like these barriers up by saying, oh, am I good enough or I'm not good enough. He just does it. He just goes it, you know, and 100 miles an hour. And I see you just getting to this point, and this is probably when this realization comes in, that you just go, you know what, I've got this, I can do this, okay? So have faith in your dreams, have faith, and you are good enough. Please, guys, yous are I was going to swear. I'm not going to swear. Yous are amazing, and I love you, and I'm really happy for you, and I want to see you achieve. I want to see you make your dreams come true, because you are bringing something beautiful to this world. So from my heart to yours, all the best. And yes, please let me know if this resonated for you. Like my post and subscribe to my channel so that you can get further videos in the future. Thank you so much. Hello to my lucky last 6th group. So this is the card that you picked. Look at that card. Look at it. And you know what? It couldn't have been a better card to finish off the pick of cards. Like Ace of Cups. Oh my goodness, it just, even just looking at this card makes me feel so good. Like that, look at that expansion, look at that lotus. It's just so beautiful, guys. I'm excited to see what your reading has. We're going to do your love forecast first, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and then I will be back. Hello, I'm back, and I've shuffled your cards. Look how many. I think you've got the most cards for the love reading. so far. And I'm hearing for you, there's a lot of coming together of energy in 2020, especially in regards to love and romance. And why did I say love and romance? Perhaps there's a reason, tripping up. But yeah, definitely relationships in general. Okay, so let's have a look. We got focus. Let's put these ones at the back. Focus, spirit of place, details, wishing well. A lot of getting similar cards in my readings today. Goblins, don't be scared, that's okay. Romantic feelings, honeymoon. Oh my goodness, what's going on for you guys? Love yourself first. Wedding, holy moly, children. New love, getting to know each other. Holy moly, guys. Okay, let's just, I'll grab these cards in a moment, all right? Let's just digress and have a look. Are you having second thoughts? Are you fearing or worrying? Because I see with the goblins, this is like allowing the little thoughts, the little ideas pop in your mind that, you know, just telling you, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is right for me. I can barely see because of the lighting. You know, but it's those little like dark thoughts that don't serve you, your little inner critic that comes out. It comes out in all of us, especially when something like a love that comes in, and something that you might have been waiting for some time, like a new love, a fresh love, okay? Or it could be a renewed love within your relationship, right? And for both of you, both of those groups, I'm getting a sense like for some of you, it's just like, is this real? Like, can I trust this? Like, this has never happened to me before. Is this real? Is it going to go away? Like, if I step into this, like, because I'm having a lot of romantic feelings right now. And is it safe for me to love? Like, what's going to happen if I actually move towards this new love that's represented itself into my life? Okay. So I'm seeing that scenario, okay, for you, for some of you. This is your wish come true, your dream, you know. This is something that you've been manifesting, this true love, okay. This could even represent loving people coming into your life, and you could be like, okay, what is this? I am just experiencing this love overload by everybody. What's happening? Because I've never experienced this before. Is this too good to be true? Says your mind. I don't think so, guys, because I think you have brought in and manifested exactly what you deserve. The love that you've been giving yourself, the love, the time, okay, the self-respect, it's coming back to you guys in 2020. Well done. Well done. Keep focused on the positive, though. Don't go off track, okay? If you do, it's okay. Just come back straight back on track again. It's just a little word of guidance from your guides, okay? Because energy works, energy flows where your energy goes. So keep focused on manifesting. Don't let the goblins get in the way. Don't let those dark thoughts, those ideas get in the way, because you're doing such a great job at manifesting this love in your life. Not just romantic love, guys, but love all around you, you know? I can see for you this new love is going to bring marriage, commitment, okay? Or you're going to see a renewed commitment in your relationship, one that's built on a stronger foundation, because now you've put out to your partner, hey, this is who I am, this is what I say is right for me. You've expressed yourself, all right? You've put it out there and it's coming back. Some of you might be talking about having children, or you might be having children, or this true love is going to bring children. Or you may have children and you might be bringing them together in a new relationship. Okay? And this may be quite new for you as well. Okay? New, what's it called? Uncharted waters is what I'm hearing. Okay? But I feel like it's good. It doesn't feel heavy. It feels kind of exciting as well and new. Okay? But in a good way, right? Honeymoon. Okay? Some of you are going to get married and go on a little honeymoon. Okay? Or you could decide to take a trip together, okay? It's just such a beautiful, positive message. We've got here, I didn't see this one, I missed it. Getting to know each other. Okay, you have a special bond. If you're in the relationship already, it's going to strengthen. It's going to be so built on a stronger foundation now, because you've been getting to know yourself, and now you're getting to know your partner in a new way. Because when you start to dig deep within your soul and you know who you are, and you release things, you can hold that space. You can open and expand yourself and allow that love with the people around you, okay? Because if you don't know how to love, if you don't know how to feel certain ways, or how can you offer that to somebody? You can't. I used to think, when I was young, I always heard people saying you have to love yourself first before you can love anyone else, and I was like, I don't get that, because I love people so much. Like, I love people. I really truly love him. Okay, that's how I used to think. But now, being more mature and in emotions and understandings of love, it's that I needed to love myself. I needed to understand who I was, and I needed to respect myself so I could set that tone. Okay, so I could set that frequency, so I could set that who I'm going to allow into my life. Okay, that was what it meant. Well, that's how I perceive it anyway. Okay, everyone perceives things different ways, but that's how I perceive it. And I feel like you guys have been doing that learning, and look what you're bringing in. So don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. Okay. Let's have a look at your other cards here. The energy is gaining momentum. Beautiful. Things are flowing in a direction. Hold your vision. As I said, don't let the goblins get in the way. Nothing will come of this situation. Okay? Nothing bad's going to come. Okay? If you keep positive and you keep focused, nothing bad's going to happen. Don't let your past hold you back. Look at that, guys. It's written in black and white here for you. Couldn't be any more clearer. Thank you, Spirit Guide. It couldn't be any more clearer. Your energy is so clear. Like, sometimes when I do readings, it's scattered all over the place because I'm picking up on all the different energies and all the different what's going on for that person. So sometimes some of my readings can be a little bit, but your reading's not. You're clear, right? You know what you want. You've done the work. This is your rewards coming in, guys. Keep on that track. Everything's going to be okay. Don't let the past hold you back, okay? It's not too good to be true. It's true. It's true for you. You know it. You know that feeling inside of you. Trust the feelings. Trust the feelings, okay? If you're sitting in this reading and you're getting feelings that are, oh, I'm just not sure about that person because I'm just getting in my gut this feeling that something's not quite right, then trust that. But I feel like for a lot of you, it feels really good, and it's more so your mind just saying, oh, I'm not sure, okay? So that's the love and relationship reading for you for 2020. Now let's have a look at your career and your study, okay? All right, let's have a look at your career and learning for 2020. We've got come together, coming to life. I said this in the beginning, I felt you are coming together, you know, everything's coming together for you. Compass, trust, creation. Oh my God, I'm so excited. You and your loved ones are safe. Okay, look at the bigger picture. Let's put them ones aside for now, the guidance. We've got environment. We've got writing. Okay, we've got have courage and ask for and accept help. Beautiful. Successful funding. Oh, wonderful. Conscious consumer. Okay. Career and learning. Career and learning. Bring through those messages. Something's welling up with you guys. I really feel it. Coming to life, okay? Coming together. Everything's coming together with your career, okay, or your study. All right, take which resonates. But I'm feeling more so career. Coming together. Everything's coming together in 2020. So if in the past, if 2019 or previous years, things are just, you just really didn't know which direction you were going, or you're just getting like these little breadcrumbs of information and you're like, where's this going? Like, or you've been hearing readers saying, oh my goodness, like they're saying to you, you're going to, you're in the right direction. It's all coming together. And you're like, well, it doesn't feel like it's coming together right now. But I can see this all coming together for you in 2020. So just trust that everything is taking place, okay? It's sometimes hard to trust, and I know that, especially if there's a lot of changes, okay? But you just know that you are being protected, and you are going in the right direction. Things are definitely going to be coming together this year. You're going to see that creation physically there this year. You could be doing environmental work, okay? You could be working, I'm hearing nutrition. I know that card's not up, but some of you may be looking at your nutrition or working with nutrition or something to do with that sort of work, okay? You could be doing writing, blogging, giving guidance to others, teaching, entertaining, okay? This is just some ideas of what you could be doing, okay? It says you're an earth angel who is born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So you may love looking after animals and, helping the environment. And I'm hearing too that the environment is very refreshing for you. So if you ever feel like you don't trust, I think if you step back out into nature, you know that you trust, and it's sort of like it's been your guiding light in a way. But I definitely see whatever it is that you're creating, whatever it is, that direction that you're going in within your career or study, it's definitely going to come together, okay? That's just the message I'm getting. I'm not getting a lot of specifics of what it is for you, but it is a general reading, okay? We have courage to accept and ask for help. So if you need help, okay, if you do need help at all, ask for it and accept what's coming to you. Or if somebody wants to help you with something, accept that help, okay? Because it's coming to you to align this up and make everything come together for you, okay? We've got successful funding. If you've been waiting for the help or the money to come in order for you to move towards this path that you're on, then it's coming in 2020. And that's probably why things are coming together, because I feel like for a lot of you, you've been waiting on the help. You've been waiting for the right people, the right circumstances, or the funding to come in, okay? That's coming in. And then you've got conscious consumer. So when this funding or comes in, particularly, if it is financial funding, just be mindful not to just let it blow, like just to blow it, just to really strategize and really be sort of really strict with your budget so that you're able to keep going and keep things together, okay? Not allowing it all to sort of dissipate, so that's just a little bit of guidance there. And so yeah, we also have you and your loved ones are safe, okay? So don't worry about your family or whoever it is that you are looking after, caring for, or even if it's yourself you're worried about, you and your loved ones are safe. Everything is going to work out, okay? And look at the bigger picture. So if things are seeming like a little bit still in the beginning, even so in the beginning of the year, that's like, oh, I'm not too sure. Just keep your mind on the goal. Keep your mind on the goal. Just to keep your mind, I'm hearing, focused on that, because it's easy to become distracted and bring you downward spiral, but you want things to come together, and they are. So just keep that vision for yourself. Keep looking at the bigger picture. Keep your arrow focused on your target, which is your goal, okay? And this creation is all coming in, okay? Definitely going to be seeing, you know, well and truly by the end of the year, you're going to see things well and truly manifesting and coming together and working out for you. So that's a really positive message, okay, in regards to your career. Now we're going to have a look at what opportunities and blessings are coming in. Alrighty, opportunities and blessings. Let's have a look. We have wedding. Some of you are getting married. Going to the chapel. Okay. Getting to know each other and honeymoon. Woohoo! If you're not getting married, you're definitely going to commit. You could be traveling together, okay? Going on adventures together, getting to know each other, okay? Getting to know each other more deeply, okay? It's time to release negativity. Emotions are running high. Self-love, growth, bone collector, and cleaning house. Yeah, missing some cards here. Oh no, just didn't have a lot come out. That's okay. So, what can I see? Opportunities and blessings. Definitely, as I was saying, about the commitments and getting to know your partner and relationships. That's your opportunity and blessings this year, definitely. This year, you're definitely going to be closing off old past karmic patterns and releasing any negativity, releasing old thoughts. You know, while I feel like in the in 2019, you may have had, you know, your emotions running high. You may have had a lot of heavy emotions, but you're going to be well and truly clearing them away in 2020. Okay, really closing off and sealing a cycle off. I'm hearing Spirit Guide saying. I was tripping up on my words on the emotions because I definitely feel like it was very, very heightened emotions, okay? And it could have been quite a difficult time of year, a very big time of growth for you, okay? This year is going to be a very big year for you. And even emotions in regards to this love and you know, these people coming towards you, you know, this is going to bring a lot of high emotions as well, you know, but in a way of, you know, you may feel a little overwhelmed with all the blessings that are showering down on you in 2020, okay? All the love that's showering down, and I feel like you're going to, it's just going to wash away all that negativity, all that heavy emotion from the past. Now, I'm being told to say that, you know, any year everything is not going to be perfect, okay? There's always going to be things that come up, but for you, this is just really a changing moment in your life, okay? So really embrace that, all right? Embrace the growth. I can see here with this bone collector card, I feel like a lot of wisdom from the past lives, okay? A lot of knowledge, inner knowing, and it could come to the surface, okay? Also, I'm hearing that you have gained a lot of knowledge, okay, up until this point. That's where all that growth has been, okay? And working on yourself as well has brought you to a point of a lot of wisdom and knowing and learning about who you are, and this is really going to bring those blessings in for you in 2020, okay, because you're going to know yourself really well. With this cleaning house, you're going to really have an opportunity here to either move or to clean up your surroundings. Like I can see you like even refurbishing or something like that. But also just removing all the dead wood, like in your life, removing everything that no longer serves. Like you are just not going to put up, I'm hearing, with anything that's negative in your life, because life's really going to show you the other side. And just know that it's okay to say no. It's okay to not accept anything that, or anyone that no longer represents harmony in your life. Okay, so that's the messages I have for you for 2020. All the best, my beautiful people. I am so happy for you, and please let me know in comments if this does resonate for you, and like my post and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for future videos. Okay, thank you very much for connecting with me. Bye now.